Welcome back to Captain of Industry Update 1. My name is Nilaus and I will be your captain of this glorious little island, and our industrial complex is continuously growing. Now, in this episode 2, I have one concept and a couple of builds to showcase for you, and I think that will be sort of a good topic for it. So our objective is by the end we will be setting sail with the ship. Let's see if that works. In order to do that, we have to build some oil distillery, and we also have to build some copper. And those are the main things. There's also going to be other smaller things that we'll fix here and there, but those will be the main build things. In terms of concepts, that's where I want to dive in. This game is unlike Factorio and Satisfactory. Well, in Factorio and Satisfactory, you don't need any product that you can't make in the beginning, but that's not how it works in Captain of Industry. In Captain of Industry, you need diesel. We have no way of producing diesel. We just have a little bit left. We need rubber. We have no way of making rubber. We need copper. We don't have no way of making that, and that's a problem, because we need copper and rubber for our electronics. We need electronics for our maintenance. We have solved this one. So this is kind of the biggest challenge, I would say, of Captain of Industry. I just sped these up so we can get a little bit of stockpile here. And it's the kind of the biggest challenge of it, because if you don't build things fast enough, then you're actually going to run out, and that's a massive problem. The fact that you can run out of things. So what we need to do immediately is we need to set up some oil. So I have, if you look at the map, there's a little bit of oil here. There's a little bit of oil here, and there's a massive amount of oil that's completely inaccessible. But you know, it's teasing us. I've also moved my path one tile up because I'm going to have a bus build here. It's going to be exciting to see how that works, but that is, well, hopefully that'll work. So we need to build here, and we need to build a design. Now I'm going to go into planning mode, planning mode, because we don't want to build anything just yet. And we're going to go over here to oil refining. It's going to start with a pump. You need 3 of these pumps in order to get some 1, 2, and 3. And this will each give 18 each, so it will give us 54. And lo and behold, wouldn't it be a big surprise that this one... wouldn't it be better if I could flip it like this? Okay, I don't need to have this one here. There. And we can then build. That is the most basic of basic things. I will be getting from here 1, 2, and 3. 3 is always a good number. That one. And I'm going to go a smokestack of not my problem. And we're going to go with just 1 up. No, just 2 up, because then you can drive under it. And that's going to go this way for handling all of it, just dumping all of our liquid waste into the ocean of, again, not my problem. And that's pretty much it. Let's have a look at how it fits with this. We definitely want to build 3 of these. Well, we don't want to build 3 of these, but we want to place or prepare for 3 of these. Let's build it like this and like this. Does that seem good? I kind of... If I could just take it a little bit further down here. Something like this, because it's gonna run out in the same space. So this, I think this will be good. Yep, that gets us everything we want. Cool. And then I just need to have some boxes. We're gonna have some fuel depot here. I'm gonna leave it that space that's a little bit away and get 2 of those because we need a lot. This will be used for fueling. And it will be used, the second thing is for additional power, because we just don't have enough power. So I'm going to actually make the power here on the side, just leaning it in on this side and just kind of branching it out there. Then we're going to get some coal inbound, and we're going to need coal inbound here. But we also need, if we are going to be a little bit ambitious, and we are, then we have over here, we also have a rubber maker. And the rubber maker takes diesel inbound, and it has another little challenge beyond that. That challenge being This is producing 24 plus 24, that's 48, plus 24, that's 72. That means when it gets to this point here, it's now trying to put 72 into a pipe that can only contain 60. If we're going to build it right there, then we can actually branch it directly over to, let's say, 2 of these rubber makers. And then we can branch out the waste again back out to here. Okay, so that's kind of the spaghetti mess we need. And I will also need to get some coal in. And here we have a little bit of a challenge, because if I get one single coal in, let me see, this is 1, 2, 3 there. If I get one coal in here, then it's going to be shared. Oops. It's going to be shared between the very, very important part and the not so important part. I think at the beginning we can just say, yeah, that's fine. But then we'll make a little balancer here. Once we get it, then we'll make a balancer and then go over here. Yes, that is definitely the plan. But we'll get some coal into this location just so that we have it clear nearby. Hopefully we'll get something in. And we'll also have the batteries. I still want to call them batteries. I don't know why I think these are batteries, but they're not. There. And I think we want to do this so that that will be a smooth line. Yeah. I think that's good. Let's just hook up the pipes. It looks like we're not a second too early on building this, and this is exactly what I mentioned when running out. It's just, or it is so easy to actually run out of this. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna babysit this all the way over to get these 2 in, and then I'm going to get the dump as well, and that's not even built yet. There and there, but this one. Good. So let's see if we can speed anything up. Nope, we don't have anything to build. So this is what we need, and I guess that's because they're coming in. So here they come. This now needs to be built, and it needs to be built like really quickly before we panic. And I don't build all the rest of it. I just built a single line so we can get a single one of these up and running, because as soon as this one comes in, it'll start requesting some coal directly in. And we can see this is all we could build. We can at least get a little bit of oil. If we can get a little bit of this, then I can also at least get some diesel directly from here if need be. Here we go. We have managed to get it. It was a little bit tight, but we made it. This one should probably not have anything here. I would like this one to have a warning if empty. Actually, if it's less than 25, because that's warning enough. We get some construction parts, we get some more diesel for stockpiling diesel, and we get vehicle parts. Then, and I think we have recovered a little bit. It was close. I had to destroy one of my buildings in my city just to get it going. Whew, but we're here, and my coal maker is working in absolute overdrive because I was running out of coal here. This means that we need to set up a proper coal build up here. That is easy to do as well. And we're going to do it. So what I always do, I always just end up building it way too close to where I should be building it. And that'll just come back to haunt me. So I'm just trying this time maybe to say this will be the ramp down. So, you know, it doesn't really matter where this is located. I just need to mine and it's a flat miner, so that all of this just get out of here. This, let's quick build it, get one of these in here, and I'll definitely get more, and I will be taking this area there. So you are now ready to go. And what we don't have though, oops, this should probably also be removed, and maybe this one as well, these here. Then I want to make some loose storage. Let's make it, I think they need like 2 or 3 between them, and let's make it here, that one. This will just be for coal, and obviously I am not going to have this yet, but hey, let's make it so that first of all they'll go into other locations that actually demand coal, and then after that they'll go into just filling up that one so they keep going. And I will be, maybe I should remove this L command here so we can actually look at the city. That 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we can just go crazy with vehicles because we have infinite amount of diesel. It's maybe a little bit slight overstatement, but we got some. We don't have anything. Yep, coal is problematic. This is about 10. And everything else here, now we can start working on setting it up. I think we'll just work on setting up the second one here. We'll just take it a little slowly with how to, or how fast to speed things up and how much to add additionally. But while we do this, we can continue in planning mode and use this location. If we look at it here, we do need a little bit raw removed because I need to build a copper build here. And I think I'd like to build it right there on top of that one. So we just need these gone as well. And now we have copper, not copper, but oil working quite well. This is basic oil. We have full storage here of diesel. Yes, thank you. Perfect. Nice. And diesel, we have built one diesel generator. We can build the other ones, but I'm going to save. I can also start making the rubber. But in all honesty, the rubber is only really needed in large quantities when we start making belts, and that's not a thing. We'll start activating here because we're going to build a copper build here. And let me just see where a good place would be. That would be like here-ish. So let me build a copper. We'll start with the blast furnace. And I will build it. I guess I'll build it. Do we want to go all the way over here? Yes. That one. And I'm going to make there. Whoops. Oh, that's so important. It really has to be close. So this is easy. This will be copper scraps that we don't have, but then it'll also be not iron scraps for sure, but then copper and that one and that one. Those are good, and they will go out 24. That means it goes into a metal caster. That will be, let's build it up here. And then from here, we'll bake it into the copper electrolysis apparatus thing. Where do we want it? How about flipping it? Yes, I love that every building can be flipped. So nice. I'll build you here. That means from this belt, in there. Don't make iron in this one, and don't make iron in this one. This one also only has one recipe, good. And it also needs some water. So that means we need to get the water, which we have already here. Get that further out, which is going to be a little bit of a challenge, and also a lot of pipes. Let's get it all the way up here. Now, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the bus, so I'll build it right there. How far? Still a long way to go. Nope. That. And here, and then I need to bring it in, I guess, as close as possible. Why not? There, and then I need to go down. The other, nope. Need to go into this one and then go down. There. Go into this one. Go up again. And go continue in here. Nope. To this lane. That should be fine. And that connects. Oof, that's a little bit of a complicated thing, but oh, hold on. I'm actually building all of this. So I better build it correctly the first time, because I guess I have to build it correctly again. I just realized. And I will then take this part and then copy it on top of the next one. There. That seems good. And then I need to go to planning mode and build the whole thing one more time. And that will be right there. Very tight, very nice. And seems to also connect. Yep. And we need a copper box out here. Doesn't need to be big, but it needs to be there. That one. And that's going to be copper. There. That's it. That is the copper taken care of. And the other thing that we want to take care of at the same time is that we are actually, if we look at this location, we really want these because they will double the speed. And there is another way to double the speed like this, but we probably can't support it. So doubling the speed now is also a little bit relevant, but I will start working on the next one. That will be the construction parts 2, and that will be sort of the topic for the next episode. That will be really what we want to go into when it comes to next episode. Is we want to get into belts and stuff like that, I think. And this will also be construction parts 2, and I'll allow it. Now, on top of all the other things, I need to repair my shipyard. So this is another 100. I need to, oh, we're actually running out of Unity, and I'll un-Unity that one then. Then we should have enough Unity. We got research grounder pump, and we got some more workers. We're in an okay situation worker-wise, and this one will just get built. So what I'm going to do now is just let all of this get built, because that's going to take a while. We have diesel stabilized, so that we shouldn't be running out of things, except for copper, which we're working on, and rubber, which is not like the most important thing. And if we really need it, we can build it. Also, the rubber is only really needed for this, and then we have a nice stockpile. And so we're starting on the copper mining, and it's slow. It's very, very slow, and we're somehow just getting more dirt than copper, but that's kind of it. And let's see where the, okay, you bring the dirt over to the brick works. That's kind of nice. That's kind of what we want. And you will get more dirt. Can we find the copper soon? Yeah, it's just underneath. And over here we built it. I've taken the other parts out because I realized that in order for them to go to this location and bring it up here, or this location and bring it up here, I couldn't block it off with ghost images. So that's a little bit of a thing here. 86 additional construction parts. Here's another 30. Here's another 40. Somehow this one is getting built first. All right, cool. That's fine. You can build a bridge over an empty line. That's fine. That's just to illustrate where we have our looks and feels here. Let me see. We got 17 copper ore mined, and then as we get it in here, do we get it here? Yes, we're actually making some copper. Now it goes in. We'll get the first copper production, and once we have the little bit of mining, and start mining copper ore, establish a copper ore mine. Okay, so these are just, so this is the interesting thing about the new design here, where they can have mixed bags here, mixed loads. I think it's really good, but in the beginning they actually will result in a lot more driving than usual, because they will get, as you can see now there, that means they now need to go to the copper location, the rock location, which is just a dumping ground, and the dirt location, which is the brick. So they have to go 3 places. It's a little bit much for one little truck, and also strains a little bit more on our fueling. But we do have it. We are just making the first bits of copper, unfortunately, and you can see here, okay, it only goes into half of these. All right, this is going to be a little bit, it's going to take a little bit of time. Also, this is, okay, this is the next one getting built. We have this built, and ooh, this is kind of risky in the sense that this will easily consume all of our construction parts. And it will start consuming the construction parts as soon as it can get away with it. Let's see, this one is working as well, so we'll boost it. We'll boost everything here until we can get the upgrades, and that's kind of where we want to go. So it's always in the beginning. Actually, most of the time, if you're building fast enough, you're always going to be constrained by construction parts. So trying to make sure that you always have a good supply of construction parts. I really should see this coming in. What do we have? A 4? That's not enough. That's 4. This one, and we got the first impure, and I can get in here, right? I'm pretty sure. So when they pick up this, they go in here and then go to the next. Do we have? Yeah, we brought in the water manually. There we go. We got the copper production, and we are now producing copper. We're not supposed to have produced copper, but we are supposed to produce. There we go, producing copper. It works. We get a little bit of bricks, and we get some cement. That is very nice. And we have this one going. Let's see, while we were waiting for this one to get a transport, also getting the little rubber built here. Rubber built, and we should also just get the rubber into here. And eventually it'll be going in on belts, but that's not where we are right now. I don't want to enable the last one because I don't really need it. At this point, what I really want to do is sort of the final part is to get this one stored, the construction parts. So that's that we're really stable now. So now if we look at where we were at the beginning of this episode, we were sort of running out of diesel, we were running out of copper, we were running out of rubber. And what we have now solved is basically all of those things. And the only problem, or the main problem we have now, is these things here. For example, it'll very easily run full on slag because it doesn't have a very big buffer. It only has its internal buffer. So it's only when it gets above 12 that it actually can be picked up by a truck. And that's kind of a little bit concerning. Let me see, can I do this? Allow partially loaded trucks. Oh, I always don't like that one. I always want them to just wait until full if they can. I mean, it's going to generate a lot less transport. It's either when they go to 12 or they go to 20. I think I prefer this one, and then I might regret it, but I think that's how I want it. I don't want them to sort of go around with too many, because that's using too much fuel. I will also, I think I'll turn this off. As far as I can tell, I think that would be okay. And here we have almost, so we're going to be doing the construction part, and then afterwards we can repair the ship, which is another 100 iron. So we need to make sure that we build up a stockpile of iron for that. There we go. We have now upgraded the shipyard, and we can now upgrade the ship. Once we get the ship upgraded, we can also just get some fuel in here. Now that we have the fuel, because that's kind of the main part of getting, you need a lot of diesel to keep the giant ship going. Oh, hold on. What is we got? We're not calling it the Unsinkable. We are calling it the Implication. See if you got the reference. That is the only name a boat should ever have. There we go. We have the ship fully repaired. Now we need to make sure we get some crew. There we go. And we need to get some more fuel in here. And they should be, the fuel should be coming, because the fuel is readily available. So it's all just a matter of getting it inbound. And I'm seeing a little bit here. I don't need these anymore. Are we actually building something? Yes, we are. We're building the very first of these blocks here, and when we do that, we'll just get that one started as the first one. That's going to be the first 18, and then these two here will be the next 18. And I built the second breakworks because they make 12, and once this is upgraded, it will also consume 12. So that's the places where we want to build all of these things. And I'm pretty sure that as soon as this one goes into 3, no, it doesn't go directly in here by itself. Yeah, doesn't matter. It'll get there. And what we need to do is we need to just get one more diesel batch in. Once we have that, we're ready to set sails. Not really a sailing ship, but still. And we have the ship fully loaded, and I'll set it to auto repair. And that means we can now start exploring. We can do that as the first exploration. Here we go, and that is going to be the conclusion of the first episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, be sure to hit the like button, and let me know if you want to see more. Of course, I'm also streaming on Twitch, so come on over to Twitch. I'm giving away keys to the game thanks to Mafia Games, so that's the reward to staying until the very end, is that you get this little tidbit of information. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Take care and stay effective.